Look at this train. Now, she brought their ass, like 3 women came on this train that worked for here. She done brought her ass in here. She literally saw this man eating. She was more concerned about him having a mask on because he was sneezing while he was eating. Look at this floor. This fool sit here and talk to himself for 3 hours, non-stop on this damn train, throwing stuff on the floor, and guess what? He's one of the regular ones. What we call, it's everyday people. That's what he is. Everyday people. And they know these fools that get on this train because it's the everydays that come on. Okay? Usually he sit right there. Right there. Now, if you wonder why this color right there, because I created this train and they stole it from me. That's why they made it this color. Okay? The governments already know it in Washington, D.C. already know that my family and I, we have invented cars, trains, and buses. Okay? Now, we became workers with the government. Okay? There was a crime that took place approximately at 11:30 a.m. this morning, okay? It was through that door. A young man was sitting right here, okay? He had a dark blue, navy blue bag and a plastic bag in his hand, okay? What he did, he went out that door trying to help a young woman that was robbed, okay? So he said the young man put a gun on him in the process of that, okay? So he jumped from that door there to go next to my bags, which is my wagon right there. And I told him, you was too much on my bag. He was hiding behind that bag. So he went to go make a call to the conductor to close the door, so he wouldn't gotten shot from the guy who was robbing a woman at the platform at Western End, okay? So from all of that, we came back. We went to the last stop of the train. Like me, like always. Like always, you know. I travel this train. I be on this train a lot. I see stuff, you know. But by the time we came back, there were no police officers. It was nothing. It was nobody stopping the train to stop the wars or the fight, whatever took place. It was nothing. And it didn't even seem like it was real. It looked like it was a setup. Because I believe that the crime was not the crime. I believe that they were just trying to use my bags as an excuse to say it was her bag. But the whole point that a lot of people come on these trains committing a lot of crimes, okay? Now in Chicago, I was an officer with a badge, and I used to work down at the booth of Chicago as the officer. Whenever something took place, I take a report and make a report of that, okay? But this is something that happens often on our train, okay, of Atlanta, Georgia, okay? This is the MARTA train. On these trains, what usually happens is that sometimes a person, they will like discriminate a person for being light-skinned. And I am light-skinned, okay? And you got to understand, I hear a lot of women complaining that they don't like light-skinned people. But I just feel like you going to have to get over that because you ignorant. Because I be telling them how ignorant they are. You know what I'm saying? So they get this thing where they all stick together between the MARTA workers, the police officers, the airport, Greyhound. They all work together. And, you know, and sometimes when they do their dirty work, they always work the custodians. Because this train ain't been cleaned. But they'll come on my train in my car to clean the fort. Okay? Then they be witching in the middle of the aisle. They be doing all this little witchcraft and stuff. Slamming the dustpan on the ground, acting as though they so into clean. But the rest of the cars was not swept and clean. Because I take this train very often and I get a chance to see a lot that's go on. But it shows that the employees are very bitter towards me and they have a retaliation towards me. And I'm a former officer. I do work with government. I work with the senators of Illinois. I'm a U.S. activist. I've been hired since 1987 in Illinois. I have worked for 3 politicians in Atlanta, Georgia since 2003. Okay? So I get a chance to see a lot of stuff go on. Okay? But it's not fair that these employees treat me like that. So when they came through here, they kept coming back and forth, leaving that door open, that main door right there, okay? They left that open. Then when they came, they slammed the door to make me stop and hack my data. They wanted to hack my data because they knew I was calling the president or make a report against him, because they've been seeing all the time since I've been here that I had to make a report against the things that they were plotting up against us. So that's what usually they do. They come to harass. But it is very known that the racism is very, very popular in Atlanta, Georgia. This has been going on since the 1700s. They don't really care about light-skinned women. And I had to tell them that light-skinned women came out your butt. You actually literally had the light-skinned woman. I'm Indian. My granddaddy is a tribe king. I got pictures of my granddaddy. He raised me. He was the only man in my life, and he is Indian. He's a 100% tribe king. So he's on the stamp. It's Joseph Reese. And I have my other great-granddaddy, which is my mama's father, which is Gum. Okay? Con King Gum. He's a Con King Archbishop Gum. Okay, so the CA for Africa and the CA America is the same Gum. Married to his wife Mary, which is my grandmother Mary. Okay, so they want to call it America because they call her a Maori, but her name it really is Mary. But it's not right that I got to be treated like this in my own native country. Okay, I get a lot of people who work from these professional places, such as the airport custodian, had lied and told a police officer that was on the floor that I was in a bathroom for an hour, and she went to the bathroom deliberately just to bother me. That's what they do. They follow me. And what's the worst part about it is that 2 police officers assisted me a whole different day on the train, because this is from like usually if they hear about one incident that occurred, they all retaliate in different places or different professions and different buildings and different places. So the problem that I have with people is they want to attack me for basically being a witness to something that affected me. I'm the victim here. Okay? So 2 police officers helped me use the ladies' room at the MARTA station at the Duraville train station. 2 bus drivers got off and got mad because the police officers opened up the bathroom for me and 2 other ladies to use the bathroom. So it was 2 bus drivers got off to go to the bathroom because that's what they're doing now. They're following me to the bathroom and they're stalking me and they're offending me. When I first went downtown, because I had built a bathroom in the 2000, which was my self-clean electric touch sensor bathroom. I am an inventor. I go to the government office all the time when I invent products and stuff. When I invented my cell phone, my Android, my iPods, my iPads, all of that was by me. They went and let this guy steal my husband's name, Steve, and said his name was Steve Jobs, and steal my cell phones, my products, and all my stuff. I had to get the government to help me fight because at the time we had Government Purdue. I have made numerous reports with Government Purdue concerning this issue because I remember when Government Purdue was the governor of Georgia, 2003. At the time, our president was Bush, okay? President Bush. And President Bush would come down here to Atlanta, Georgia all the time, and they tried to attack him, okay? And I tried to save him at Coretta Scott King's funeral, which was at New Birth Baptist Church, 2004. There was a lot of stuff going on. They tried to harm this man. I couldn't go to the funeral because they were plotting a war, and he didn't do anything. And he loved Coretta Scott King.